when the sun rose, Mrs. Dean went to the park, and she was sure.
When the sun rose, or when the sun set? When
rose.
The sun went down?
When the sun rose.
When the sun rose.
Because Catherine died at night, and
right.
so when the sun rose, Mrs. Dean went to the garden, and she knew that she would meet Heathcliff there.
Yeah, she knew she would meet Heathcliff there.
He was there. She found him standing under a tree, and she knew that he must.
He had to.
Yeah, he must have been standing here for.
Right, must have been standing there.
Yes, for a very long time, maybe since he left the house, and because two birds were hopping nearby, just like he was a part of the tree, a part of nature.
As if he was.
As if he was, yes, a part of nature.
Right.
And or a piece of wood.
Piece of wood.
When Mrs. Dean approached, they of course flew away, and Heathcliff had already known that.
Had already learned. Узнал.
Yes,
Know it знать, а learn it узнать. Find out or to
yes.
learn.
Maybe he felt.
He felt, okay.
He didn't learn it, but he felt that Catherine wasn't. It was pleasant to hear that she died quietly, peacefully, and she didn't, of course, speak after he left the house, and that she died only in the morning, and she looked very peaceful now. With a sudden passion in that moment, Heathcliff cried the words, "May she wake in torment," and he also he spoke to Catherine at that second and told her not to be not rest any time, and she wanted her to come to him as a ghost, to talk to him.
She wanted her to come to him.
Yes,
okay.
To haunt him and to take him under the ground, to kill him, so they both could live in another world. They could meet, yes. And he told Nelly, or maybe not Nelly, he just told that maybe he didn't want any listeners to. He didn't need any listeners, but he told Nelly, and he just said that he couldn't live without his life, and Catherine was all his life, and she was his soul. She was his soul.
That's it.
So he cried and dashed his head against the tree trunk until his forehead was stained.
Right.
With blood.
Stained with blood.
Yes.
Right.
He howled and sobbed, and not like a man, but like a savage beast in torment. And so that the death of Catherine was just like the end of his life, and he felt very sorry and miserable, and so that's all.
Okay, so it was like the end of life for Heathcliff,
yes,
right?
Yes, it was the end of life for Catherine's life, but also it was like his and as we see in the after about 20 years,
right?
I don't know, maybe after about 20 years, Heathcliff looks like a person who has already died. He lives in desolation, and his life is just still miserable.
Still miserable.
Yes.
Okay, he lived in desolation. Okay, thank you, Svetlana. Right.